Hello from the Appalachian Trail. It's day 57 and I'm pretty close to mile 418. Working my way to Virginia. So I'm totally out of North Carolina and I got about a week left of Tennessee. And then my next stop will be Damascus, Virginia. So that'll be 3 states off my list. So I got 2 down now and 12 to go. And almost done with Tennessee. So I've been riding the Tennessee-North Carolina border pretty much since the Smokies. So that'd be good to scratch another state off my list. So it's pretty cold today. Temperature-wise, it's not so bad, but it was windy up at the higher elevations. This morning I woke up, it was 15 degrees. It was cold. The wind was just whipping up there. I picked a bad spot to camp out, but I was comfortable in my hammock. But getting up in the morning at 15 degrees with that wind chill is just, whew, it was tough. So actually the wind blew my stake out. Up where I camped out was really soft. It's almost like peat moss, not even really dirt. So I had to make my own stake. I carved out a long stick, put a little point on it, smashed it into the ground with a bigger stick, and it held all night long. So I'm heading into Hampton, Tennessee, or near that city, in the Kincora Hostel is where I'm actually heading, and getting pretty close. I got about a half mile to go. There's a little cabin there. It's not really a shelter, it's just a rotting log cabin that they haven't taken apart. It'd be cool if they could renovate that. Wouldn't be a shelter though, because we're pretty close to the road right here. So most of today has been downhill, just like it always is going into a hostel. So it's kind of nice. Glad I didn't have to walk up this one. It's a long hill walk down. So from Erwin, Tennessee to here is about 75 miles, and I had originally decided to split it up into 3 sections. Well, I did split it up into 3 sections, but originally I had planned for 25 miles for each section and 3 days of either 8 or 9 miles for each of those little sections. So I'm keeping Yobo busy with all these mail drops. So what I did at the first one was I did it in 2 days. So I did a 14 and 11. And then I stayed at the Greasy Creek hostel there. Just spent the night there, got up and did a 3 days to the next hostel. Picked up my resupply there for 3 days. And that brings me into here. But instead of doing it 3 days, I did it in 2 days. So instead of doing this whole trip in 9 days, I'm doing it in 7 days. So today was a 10-mile day. Yesterday was a 14-mile day. So 10 miles is pretty good now, actually. Well, a lot of it was downhill, though. So I feel pretty good. Gonna pick up my mail drop here at Kincora Hostel. And probably stay a day extra. Take a 0 day here. I like to take a 0 about every week or so, and it's been a week. So I'm ready for a 0. A couple long days in there, those 2 14 miles and a bunch of 10s. So I'm ready for a 0 day. Hopefully they have Wi-Fi, and hopefully it's a comfortable place. Some of these hostels, I don't want a 0 in. So we'll just have to see what it looks like. But I'll probably 0 here anyway, just because my next stop is Damascus, and that's about 54 miles. And I think I got 5 days of food. So anyway, it's gonna be at least 5 days of walking. But once I get over one mountain, just out of here, it's pretty level walking. So I'll be able to do a couple of long days towards the end. And I'm going to ship these snowshoes somewhere. Maybe I'll bounce them up to Damascus. Maybe I'll ship them home. It is the end of February, and we could get some snow in March, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just bounce them and see what the weather's like up in Damascus. And I'm going to get rid of some other stuff that I've been carrying and not using, like my wood stove. I hate to send that up, but I'll probably just send that home just to save a few pounds. It won't be a few pounds, but it'll be about a pound. So here's this little cabin. It's pretty dangerous to be in there. So it's definitely not a shelter. Being close to the road, it's probably a place where the kids come to party on the weekends. So it seems like a nice day. It's a little chilly, but there's no wind right now. So I have an extra day of food because I had 3 days. Had 3 days planned, but I'm only going to do this in 2 days, so I have an extra day of food. So I don't know how close I am to town or if I can get into a restaurant, but at least I'll have food for the hostel. So I'm ready for a rest, and it's going to get warmer. And the good thing is these cold days, they're only a couple of days at a time now. So back earlier in the month and in January, the cold days, they lasted a week or so. But this snap is only about 2 days, so it's not too bad. So thanks for all the mail drops, Yobo. I know I've been keeping you busy. So I got another one coming in Damascus, and then another one after that. I mean, they keep on coming. So thanks, Yobo. I couldn't do this without you. Love you, and I miss you. Hope to see you sometime. Buy a camper and come down here, and you can help me along. Meet me at the roads. See ya.